it's confession time. I just got home. We went out to dinner. We went to Culver's again, and I checked my calories before we went. I had like 700 on the low end of my calories left to go for the day because I've done really well. And that does not include the exercise because I entered in my exercise as strength, like strength training exercise, but I didn't really know how to calculate the calories, so I didn't enter any in. I just entered my minutes. And I don't think I said, but I went back a second time and had to shovel out the front part of the car after getting stuck in that rut for the second time today. And I got myself out, and this time I stayed out. Anyway, so I did a lot more, and my arms have been just like, whoa, like I can barely even hold the phone up right now. I can barely even like hold my burger up at dinner. I'm like, ugh. Just my arms just don't want to work. And I'm seeing that as a good thing, not a bad thing. But at the same time, like, I don't know how to calculate my calories burned, so to me, I didn't burn any calories. I didn't go walking on the treadmill, so I feel like I didn't burn anything. But that's not true, I did. So anyway, I had like 700 calories left to eat for the day, not including any fitness, even though I did some. I was really good with my meal other than the fries, but I got a kid's meal, so I got a hamburger, no cheese, just lettuce and tomato. I added my own ketchup and mustard, so it was mostly mustard with just a little bit of ketchup. And then I got fries with it because I had 700 calories, like a small fry, and I figured it's no big deal. But once I finished, you know, the kids' meal comes with a small custard, like a 1 scoop custard. Last time I got the custard, I ate half of just plain vanilla. That was it. Put the rest in the freezer. Meant to eat it a couple days later. I actually pulled it out to try it, and it had like a weird freezery taste, and it was no good. So I actually threw it out and never ate the rest of my custard that I had saved. This time, though, I got the custard. And I got salted caramel on it. It's one of those secrets that I know that you can get salted caramel anytime. It's not on the menu, but you can get it. You just have to ask. Sometimes they might not have it available, but they usually keep it like under the counter. And salted caramel is so much better than regular caramel, and it's not as like sickeningly sweet as regular caramel is, and the regular caramel is like warmed up, which is good if you like that, but it melts your custard. So anyway, I'm going on, and I should not be. So I got salted caramel on top of my vanilla custard, and I ate the whole thing. I ate it all. I'm sitting there eating it, and I just, in my head, I'm like, you don't need to eat it. You don't need to eat it. Stop eating it. Stop eating it. Stop eating it. And I just like, I'm like, I'm sick. I can't. I should just eat whatever I want because I'm sick. I'm sick. It's a good excuse. Being sick is a really good excuse. And maybe it is, maybe it's not, but it's like, I couldn't stop myself. And I knew, I was like, I'm so going to regret this later. Like, I should have just gotten a plain vanilla custard and just eaten half of it. I mean, I haven't even entered my calories in, so I don't know if I went over or not. I'm guessing, because I'm pretty good at guessing, I'm guessing I probably maybe even didn't even go anywhere near my calories. Oh, and I did have unsweet tea for my drink. I did not drink any soda, nothing like that, just unsweetened tea. It was really hard to get the unsweet tea and not the sweet tea, because I'm a sweet tea kind of girl. But, I mean, unsweet tea is drinkable to me, and a lot of people that love sweet tea, it's not, but it is to me. And at the same time, I didn't want to get water, because it's like, it's part of the meal, so it's kind of a waste of money to get water. I don't know. I'm sick. Things are going through my head that aren't making any sense. So I ate the whole thing. I ate the whole custard, and like I feel bad. I feel bad. I mean, there was never really a point where I was like, I'm super full now. It was more like, you know, I got halfway through the custard and it's like, I could stop now. You know, I'm satisfied. I'm not overly stuffed, but I am satisfied, so I should stop. But I just couldn't. And I have yet to fully experience that, I think. And I know, like, a lot of people struggle with, you know, giving up certain foods or even binge eating, and I don't think that I've ever experienced that myself. At least not when I'm trying to eat right. When I try to eat right, usually I can do it. So I don't know what happened. But I almost kind of think it started even with the fries. Because I knew that when I got them, that I would be okay with eating all the fries. I mean, I was fine with that, because I figured I had enough calories, it was fine. But I was eating the fries, and it was like, oh, these are so good. They were cooked perfectly. Sometimes I'm not really huge on Culver's fries if they're not done right, but these were perfectly cooked. Oh my gosh, they were so good. And it's like, part of my mind was like, yeah, it's fine. You can eat all of this. I mean, it's a very small fry. You can eat them all. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Like, it's not a big deal. But then this other part in my head was saying, like, you shouldn't be eating this at all. You can't eat this. Like, why didn't you choose something healthier? Or why are you eating this at all? It's going to ruin everything. It's going to ruin everything. And then there's almost like this other third part that it's like acknowledges this negative side. I don't know why it's on this side, but it is. It's like it's acknowledging, yeah, this is bad, but it's so good, and you should just eat it and keep eating it. And so I don't know. Just that was weird. It was just a weird, like, inner turmoil while I'm eating. And I made a few comments here and there, like, oh gosh, I haven't had fries in forever. Well, not forever. I haven't had fries since December 31st, because that was the last time I had them. And I actually vlogged it, and it was McDonald's fries, and it was a small fry, and I was okay with it. And then, I mean, not that I was fishing for anything, but it's just kind of like that lack of support. The people that I'm living with, they're great, wonderful, wonderful people. And they do support me, but at the same time, like, if I want to talk about what I'm struggling with or anything like that, it's kind of like they'll allow me to make excuses, and they will allow me to eat the bad things when I shouldn't. And I mean, they don't mean me any harm, but you know, it's more like, okay, yeah, you know, you're doing great, you can have something like that. And or I don't know, it's just, it's hard, and I feel terrible that I ate all that custard. The only thing that will make me feel better is putting in all the calories and seeing where I'm at. And then it'll make everything like, why did I even worry about it? But I wanted to get this out because it's not so much like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go over my calories. It's the fact that I couldn't stop myself when I felt like I should. And I think that's the part that I'm struggling with right now. So, I think, I don't know. It's like, I feel like I might be able to allow myself to get over it if I entering calories in am fine, but at the same time, like, it's not just about number of calories that you eat. It's about what type of calories you eat. And, you know, French fries and custard, it's not ice cream, it's custard, which is like so much worse than ice cream. That's not the type of food that you should be eating. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could eat, you know, 1,500 calories of French fries and custard every single day. You're not going to get to eat very much, but you could limit yourself to just that every day, and you may or may not lose weight, but it's not going to, I mean, it's not going to last, and you're not going to be able to, like, live off of that, and your body is not going to get healthier. Like, if you eat 1,500 calories of fruits and vegetables every day, then you're going to get to eat a lot more, first of all, and second of all, your body is going to get healthier. And so it's not, you know, it's not just about the number of calories, it's also about the type of calories that you eat. So even if I do put it in, and then my calories are fine, I'm still not going to feel completely okay because I ate these horrible, horrible things. And I'm okay with some things in moderation. Like the fries, it's just kind of, it's not so much the fries, it's more of the custard, because I feel like I should have limited myself on that, and I didn't. The fries, I realize that that is a separate battle in my head that I feel like I should just ignore that, and that, you know, it's okay that I had that, because I had planned for that. There was just an emotional reaction when I was eating the French fries, that it's like, oh my gosh, these are so good, and I just can't stop eating them, except that it was a small, so it didn't last very long. But there was this tie to that I don't know that I've ever really experienced before, or if I have, I haven't recognized it. And then it carried over into the custard, and then it was like, I knew, I need to stop, I should stop, but I don't care. I'm sick, so it's okay, and it'll make me feel better. And just all of these excuses that I've never really needed to make until today, I feel like. I mean, I haven't cut anything out. I've just limited myself. Like, if I want a treat, then I make sure there's enough calories, and I just have a little bit of the treat. And it's worked. And it's worked really, 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 really well. But, I mean, I don't want to blame it all on being sick, but I really think that me being sick is like allowing me to make excuses for myself that I shouldn't be making. This is incredibly long. I'm sorry it's so long, but it's, I was not expecting to have a struggle like this today or any other day. But that's how I feel. So I'm going to enter those calories in and see if I can take at least some of the guilt away. I just hope the rest of the guilt doesn't show up on the scale